Hi Leo, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let's do a reading for the month of June. See how things are going for you. Let's start by getting your overall energy. And please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay? Thank you. Let's see what we have here. Awakening. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your own uniqueness. Charitable actions. So any or all the above. Okay? Very nice. We are going to go ahead and get out the cards first, and then we're going to talk about them. Okay? So let's get 3 oracle cards, and then we're going to get out the tarot. Let's see what we have here for you. Peace. Love it. It's a beautiful energy. Okay. Now let's get out a prism oracle. See what we have here. Isolation. Isolation can be positive or challenging. It depends on everything else that's with it. But you do so far have peace, so that would lend itself well to it being a very positive energy. But we still have more to go, so let's wait and see what we get. Oh, and you might check your other placements for a more complete picture. Get sun, moon, rising. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. This tends to come out quite a bit. All right, now let's go ahead and get some tarot. See what it would like to share. So it looks like your first card out is Death and Rebirth. It kind of flew out there. Okay, so let's see what we have. Judgment. 2 of Wands. Page of Swords. The Moon. And the 5 of Cups. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, I don't think there's room. Let me see if I scoot this over. I might be able to set it there. You have the Hermit. Okay, let's go ahead and get another row. So you have quite a few major arcana, so it is possible that this could be a good size change. Page of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. You have Death again. King of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. Your overall energy is one of where you are wanting or needing to go in, use your intuition, your wisdom, your knowledge, because you have questions and you need answers to those. It's also one of where it is time for pause. Your oracle cards, you have peace, which is a beautiful energy to have. It's one where peace is coming in. And then next you have isolation. So as we go along, we'll figure out if it's positive, challenging, neutral. But this is where you are spending time alone, which goes in perfectly with your overall energy. Now, if you're isolating yourself because of something like your overall energy, that's wonderful. But if the isolation is a challenging one, then that needs to be worked on. Next, you have the frog spirit, clear out the clutter. And this is just what it's saying. You need to clear out the clutter so you can go forward. And that clutter can be anything. It can be different for everybody here, right? It could be emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It could be physically, your environment. It could be any or all the above. So whatever this is pertaining to, you need to clear that path. And all three of these, to me, go in beautifully with your overall energy. So let's go ahead and talk about the tarot now. In your recent past, you have death and rebirth. So it looks like there was a good sized change of some sort. And with it, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is where you're ready, or you were ready, to start something new. There's an opportunity presenting itself, and it has to do with the earthly side of things. Your current energy is Judgment. This is where you are understanding something that's really important to you. That goes along with, I feel like, this change right here. These are past energies, but I think the way I feel about this is they are very recent. And I think they're definitely connected to this. So what I'm saying is, I don't think these are necessarily, done and over with. I think it's all a part of this. So this new beginning, is helping you to rise up to a new understanding of who you are, what you want, where you're going. But it is a rise. So you're leaving something behind that doesn't serve you or wasn't in your best interest, something like that. And now down here you have the Nine of Wands, and this is a wounded warrior where you've been protecting and defending, and potentially, you've been doing that for quite some time. And I think we're going to need to get a clarifying card for that, because oftentimes the wounded warrior is going to continue to protect and defend. So why is this going on? Do you feel like you need to protect and defend what you're rising up to? Or is this remnants of the past before your new beginning? So let's get a card to find out a little bit more. Death again. Okay, so this is something really to take notice of. I've used 3 tarot decks, and all 3 tarot decks you have death. Okay, so it gives me chills. Yeah, big change. So what I'm getting from this is you're getting out of this energy where you feel like you need to protect and defend all the time. That's going away. And you're starting this where you're lifting up. Things are improving dramatically. Yeah, so think back to the past. There might very well have been something that you felt you needed to protect and defend all the time, or most of the time. And this is letting you know that's going away. Things are improving dramatically. And the reason I'm using words like dramatically is because you have death 3 times. 3 decks and death in each one of them. Okay? And by the way, the death card is a good card. It just means a big change. Major Arcana, closing out of something to begin something new. Okay? And here, what's affecting the situation? You are dropping the burdens. And yes, it looks like you've gone through quite a bit where things have been heavy. The burdens have been heavy. But this new beginning that's coming in, you feel that, you feel that you're allowed to drop these. You don't have to have them with you anymore. So these two go together quite well. Here you're carrying these heavy burdens, protecting and defending. And here you're able to drop it, let it go. And what's going to happen with this is you're going to feel this huge sense of relief. Because you don't have to spend your time protecting, defending, carrying this heavy load. You can let it go. And it is clarifying the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is all about you preparing, planning, strategizing, getting ready to go in this new direction. And you're leaving something behind, which would be these heavy burdens. Okay, so that's beautiful. And now over here, what is benefiting you or challenging you? And the way I see this, it's definitely a benefit. You have the Page of Swords. The opportunity to just kind of open things up when it comes to the clarity. You're beginning to see things clearly. You're not having to look through some sort of a fog or be so heavy burdened that you can't see what's going on. Now things are becoming crisp and clear. You're using your wisdom. Your thinking is just awesome. And it can have to do with communication as well. But it is definitely seeing clearly, thinking clearly, potentially having these light bulb moments, where maybe something, of course, you couldn't see clearly in the past. And now it's all of a sudden you have this understanding. You know why what happened, and it's being clarified by the Death card again. So what this is saying is where you could not see before, what you didn't understand in the past or didn't know how to deal with in the past, that kind of a scenario can include more, is now changing. It's changing from potentially the confusion, etc., into being very clear. Okay? So that's awesome. And the future is saying use your intuition. You're going to need to. Here you have head and heart, you could say. Here you're beginning to think very clearly. And now here you're needing to use the more spiritual side, the intuitive side, the emotions. And when you have both of these together, it's like you've got the whole package, because you're using everything and things become clear. You can see the way forward. Okay? So this is very good. And this can say that there is something that you might not be seeing. And the way I'm really picking up on this is, here's this huge change. You're moving forward. And probably because of past events, your life from the past, even though you are seeing clearly now, there's some things that you have yet to see, yet to understand, yet to experience. So this is a learning process, okay? Now, one thing I mention sometimes now, I used to mention it all the time, but I think it might be good here, is that feed the good side, okay? Whatever side you feed will grow. Whichever side you do not feed will wither and die. And, these readings are energies, is what they are. And it's up to you to take the action, right? Make for sure that you are taking the positive action, the kind that you want, not the challenging negative kind, okay? Here you have the King of Swords, which is, of course, being a king, the master of the swords. He bases all his decisions on what he knows to be truth. Okay, and he's very wise. So this is saying you're going to be using your clarity of thought, your wisdom, to make the decisions on how to go forward. So that's, again, beautiful. You're going to be using your emotions, your intuition, your wisdom, your clarity of thought, your clear seeing to go forward. Wow. Huge new beginning, okay? And the advice is, the Five of Cups, and I'm sure because this is advice, this is saying, do not focus on the challenges from the past. Okay, take the wisdom that you've gained from them, the lessons you've learned from them, and keep those with you. But don't dwell on and internalize the hurts, pains, things like that. You know, that's in the past. You need to let that go. But you keep the wisdom with you because it will serve you well in the future. Okay? So this is let the past go. Keep the wisdom, but let the past go. And realize that you have so much here for you of a positive nature. Okay? That you need to go forward with that. Here you have the Queen of Cups, a beautiful energy. She is the mother archetype. All she wants to do is help. So this could be you or somebody that's in your life. And that could also apply to the King of Swords. But say if it's somebody that's in your life. Here you have the Queen of Cups. Very loving, very intuitive. Now if this is a person that you know and trust, she would be a wonderful person to go to help. So this is either you use your intuition and your love to go forward, or it is somebody in your life, or both. And at the bottom of the decks you have the Hermit, which is, climbing that mountain, right, to find your enlightenment. And it looks like definitely that is what is going on here. You are finding your enlightenment, which this energy uses their intuition, okay, as well as wisdom, knowledge, etc. And here is the Three of Pentacles, which is saying you could be learning, teaching, working with others. And with what's here, definitely learning, but it could also include working because you have these opportunities. But it is one that is successful, okay? And this isolation, after going through these cards, I definitely feel is beneficial to you. This, for me, this is where you are working through this really big change from whatever has been going on in the past that looks like it has definitely had its challenges, and into a beautiful new beginning, one where there's going to be so much clarity and happiness and love and peace. And I think this clear out the clutter can include many things. Depends on your situation, but I do feel it's definitely getting rid of the old belief systems or the stresses that you've carried with you because of your experiences, and allowing yourself to have this new beginning. So now let's go ahead and shuffle over here, see what the universe would like to share. So yeah, this looks like a huge change, and definitely for the better. And it's wonderful that you're going to be able to use everything, you know, the practical side as well as the emotional side. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. So this is saying that the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. You're letting go of the old, coming into the new, which is really going to be beneficial for you. Page of Swords. So you have the same card twice. So this is confirmation of this incoming opportunity to see clearly and know. Oh yeah, here you go, 4 Swords, definitely. This is, give yourself a break. You know, you're going through this, which is a, you know, death 3 times. Major change, dropping the burdens, having this new enlightened beginning. You know, you're rising up. Give yourself a break, okay? Take some time off, take a vacation, ponder, you know, the newness that's coming in. 2 of Wands, again, here you have it and here you have it. So again, that's confirmation. And this particular card, I don't know if you can see it, they're tiny cards, but here's these 2 wands, and here is this pathway, and it is lit. You can see which way to go, so you know the path to take. So that's beautiful. Let's go ahead and get a couple more cards, and then we're going to close this out with the charm. So yeah, it definitely looks like it's a huge change, but one of the wonderful things, I think, right here, you know which way to go. And you're taking wonderful things with you. Your intuition, your knowledge, your wisdom. This is too true. It's all up to you, though. Definitely. Like I said earlier, this is energy that's available. It's here. It's up to you if you want to make this change. And you have remain positive. Okay? So these are the angels giving you advice. It's up to you if you want to go forward with this, and it's important for you to remain positive. But because of all the cards out here, I can see how it would be so easy to remain positive, because you're able to drop the burdens that you've been carrying, which is going to bring in the peace. Okay, let's get one more card. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Very, very true. And to me, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about with these 2, and especially the Queen of Cups. It could be people in your life, even over here, right, that are here as your support team. They may be here for a short time, or they may stay with you forever, but it is a blessing to have the support, whether it's for a short time or a lifetime. Okay, let's close this reading out with the charm, and I really hope this has helped you. And if you like it, please, well, you have to. If you like it, please give it a like, share, subscribe, leave comments if you'd like. It all helps. Okay, here you have a syringe. Okay. This one I always find interesting. Nobody wants to get a shot. But I'm sure what this is saying is you are getting a big boost, right? You're getting exactly what you need, the medicine you need to get out of whatever you've been dealing with from the past that's been challenging, to go forward to your new life. And with the 3 death cards, definitely new life. And you have an anchor. So what this is saying to me is what you are going for is going to be something that you're going to cherish. You're going to want to stay. You're going to want to, I'm not sure how they word this, drop the anchor. You're going to want to set the anchor, whatever that's called, because you're going to want to be here. You're going to know this is where you belong. So you have the medicine to help you. Maybe this is your support system, right? But you have the medicine to go forward, and you are going to be very happy in this energy. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful June. Much love. Bye.